Here's a driveway we did, guessing 2 to 3 years ago. I'm pretty confident 3 years ago. Holding up good. Little chip from the snowplow.
Doesn't have a very good tip on it.
Oh, very corner broke off. Now if they want to repair that, we can saw cut it at our tool cut and replace. So this is the driveway. Nope, today. Today was the plan. We're going to prep this driveway 28 feet out to our dig out and 12 foot wide over here. I don't know if it's that warm out. Here's a driveway we did a couple months ago, made a video on. We had this form straight out. You can see how we had to turn that in for that number 3 door. So that's what they did with that. Just trying to give you a little update on some projects we've completed. I'm going to jump in the machine and start getting some of this stone in place. And talk to you soon. I'm through this real quick. 14 inches back from the door makes us right to the outside of this light. Just something to go by. 28 foot out, nice and straight. Square and straight with the house. You want to build that over here? I'm going to start spreading stone. Sounds good. Square with the house, 28 feet out. Then it goes into our curve. Rolling down. The driveway's so short there's nothing straight, and it flares at the apron. Kind of like what we did across the street. 12 foot wide. And we'll do a flare. All their traffic's coming from this direction, so we'll give them a nice turning radius right there, coming right in, and it'll turn right up to our same 14 past the house. Let's get some stone spread. Okay, I forgot to mention, you can see it now that from this angle, from the house out, we have a light 2%. Maybe 3/16 of an inch per foot fall coming away from the house, and then we have the same fall coming forward. We don't want to drain everything into this hillside and leave it there, so we want to push the water forward towards the street. I need that string moved. Okay, here we are, first driveway of the year. We'll get that truck moved. Wire is going in. Jim, how come we're always the first ones here?
We don't stop.
We don't stop for hot chocolate on the way. Okay, expansion joint down our 2x. That'll break us up into pads. I'll get some tools out, and we have about a half an hour until concrete gets here. Just a little bit of setup time. I brought some more lumber. We'll build that side. Come on along with us. Okay, there it is. What time is it? 7:52. Whenever I got out of the truck, it was 29 degrees. Whenever I left the shop this morning, it was 26. So the sun's coming up. It's going to be a really nice day. It's just a little bit cold right now. All the tools are out. We didn't finish running this form. We're going to get a mixer in and out, and then we'll pull that in. Our driveway's 12 feet wide. So we could put that in, but it'll make it hard on the driver to get the truck in. And with the gravel, instead of limestone, the limestone pushes too much, where limestone would hold shape, and we could probably sneak a truck in much easier. So, that's about it till he gets here. Guys are extremely happy. Here comes our mixer. First driveway of the year. I think I mentioned that a couple times already. So here we go. We want them right in here, nice and easy for them. Nice wide opening. we'll go ahead and get them pulled up, in position, mixed up. Somebody was asking me what we use. I get liquid calcium at the plant, and then I get a bag, and we just put maybe half a bag in it on the job site, just to give it that little push. Now there's hot water in the mix, a couple different ways to generate heat. They have steam on their sand and gravel to keep that warm. Look how that, okay, we are underway. Guys are just spreading the concrete, getting that wire nice and even. We have a couple chairs. They sink down in the gravel so much that this is quite common how we do it. Spread the concrete 2 inches, pick the wire up, and then top. So just going around getting all the wire nice and even. We want it in the bottom half of the concrete. That's a nice mix. We're going to bring in a slump cone one of these days and do a test. This is about a 6-inch slump. You can see how the concrete wants to pile up. It doesn't just flow everywhere. Stronger concrete, the tighter it is, the stronger the concrete. All right, I'll set you up right here. Let's get busy. Okay, that was 10 yards. All straight edged and bull floated. Truck is getting in position. We're going to wash them up right in our leftover gravel pile, and then we'll use that for fill. We'll get cleaned up. Be finishing this real soon. It's setting up real nice, and now the sun's coming over that rooftop, heating this concrete up real good. Okay, Matt just pulled 12 feet across there, inside of form to inside of form. We want concrete to be 12. Now we bend this out. Something like that. Nice flare to help them get in. And I'll come up here. Take you out a little bit, Stan. Good, good. Nope. Yeah, this bump needs to go out. So slide it down the hill. Good. Right like that.
Better?
Yeah. That's it. Down. Down the hill. We want a nice roll right up into there. Whoop. And right here. Might open that up a bump more. All their traffic's coming this way, so just help them get in there. Still a little peaky right where Stan's at from this angle. We'll take a look at that in a second. What I came down here to do is I just want to take this. What a difference, you know, just 6 or 8 inches makes. I think I like that flow right there. So we'll cut this, drop it in. That's what we're going to go with. Boy, that sun's getting bright. Okay, so I just stand back and sight it coming out of the door, rolling down the hill. Now we need to cut our form to length and drop that down. And we just want a nice even plane, nice roll. Something that's going to drive real nice. You don't want to come in like that. You know, just nice smooth roll right into there. The guys are just finishing up finalizing our front walk. We do our inside shape first, and then 4 feet wide coming around. About 10 feet back we sort of flare nice and wide, nice and inviting looking. Steve's on cuts with Matt. Can I start rubbing anything yet? We're close? Good. I'll get you guys set up so you're not looking into the sun. Probably about where you're at, yeah. That looks nice. I like that shape right there. You know, everybody walking up here will just flow right around that corner. Nice and straight. Let me get you set up over here. I'm gonna help out. Tom just has our joiner on the stick, opening up our tool cuts, keeping them nice and straight. Now this can set. It's quite wet to broom, so we'll just let that tighten up. We'll probably have another 45 minutes until the driveway concrete gets here, so plenty of time. We'll let this tighten up. It's all in the sun, mostly, and it's setting up real nice. There it is, all broomed. Tommy just used the joiner on the stick again and shined up our joint marks, tool marks. No saw cutting needed. Now these pads are 10 by 11 roughly, 5 inches thick, wire mesh, rebar, and fiber mesh. So that's a good size. We shouldn't have any problem with cracking. Just going around the perimeter of our joint, edging it, doing a picture frame look, just to make it look a little bit nicer on these houses. We could straight broom it, and we usually do our commercial work like that. That way you don't have a slippery edge. This does get a little slippery. It's 6 inches wide. Most of your foot is on the broom mark. Like I said, in commercial, we would straight broom it. A little bit of edging there. Number 2 mixer is due any minute. Everybody happy to be back?
Oh yeah.
Anybody doing anything fun over the winter?
Relax.
Besides poor basements? Golfed. I guess it was pretty mild. Okay, here's number 2, wiggling into place, right up beside the drive. All of our wire and rebar are in. 3 chutes on. We don't need that 4th one. We can get them in here pretty tight. Just watching, helping them out with the forms. Good. Okay, here we go. Turned out to be a really nice day. In about another half an hour, you're going to see sweatshirts laying all over the place. Okay, I'll leave you on live footage for a little bit, halfway. If I can, I'll switch it to time lapse. I don't want to bore you. That went well. I know you're on the side of the screen. We used every rock out of that truck. Didn't have to cheat it down. We have a lot of wiggle room here, plenty of thickness. We could have lowered this if we had to. Whew. I love it when they work out like that. Just maybe gonna have to wait a minute. How's it feel, Steve? Good. First driveway of the year, almost done. We have the sidewalk coming right now. So that's our center tool cut and our cross cuts. Number 3 mixer is mixing up. So we'll split the crew in half. A couple guys, ooh, easy. A couple guys can take the truck and start pouring that sidewalk. And we'll start finishing over here. I'll park you right here. Maybe you can watch a little bit of both. Okay, one final look at the driveway all done. Center cut all highlighted open, nice and straight. That looks pretty straight. Curving around here, nice and inviting, nice wide opening. We are about, if I had to guess, 16 feet wide here, 12 feet in the skinniest of the driveway, and then of course it flares up there. Let's go see if we have anything to talk about up here. I am down to about, still 40%. Looks like they did good. Concrete is, he poured it really tight, so it's going good. We'll do a center cut, Y cut, because we know it's going to crack right here, and it'll come through that expansion and it'll hairline right through here if we don't do something, even if it's just a turn off. But we'll figure something out. All the way up here. All right, drink of water. Okay, here's the cut pattern we came up with. That lines up with our driveway cut, goes into our Y cut. I'll come back to this once they get all the edging and joining done. We started out here in the sun. Now this is where that Steve ended the pour. This is where we're finishing the first. Up here in the shade, still a little bit wet. Didn't even rub it up yet. Up here in the shade line. How is it? Getting there? 1, 2, 3 pads. Just a little bit soft. Just letting you know why we're holding up on them. There we go. Getting the joints done now. Forms are off the driveway. Everything's to the street. Getting scraped and loaded. We got one more project tomorrow, and then I see rain coming in Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So we'll see what happens. All right, I'll show you this in 1 minute. Just about all the concrete finished. Same day, putting a coat of SRT on it. It goes on like a bluish white, and it dries nice and clear. That way you can see your coverage. Make sure you hit all the spots. And it dries fairly fast. In this sun, this will be dry in 10 minutes. It'll put a protective coating on it. Keeps the moisture in the concrete, lets it dry nice and slow and gain strength. It also protects it from salts, corrosives that drip off the car, because we know nobody ever puts de-icers on their concrete on purpose. That would be crazy. So there's our intersection all done. As I spray the pizza. No, I didn't. Now I'm going to hold off on this up here until it's a little bit tighter. In the shade, you'll see little dimple marks from this sealer. So I'm going to finish up the driveway, and I'll come back up here in a minute. Getting close. Tearing it open a little bit. Yeah, a couple minutes. Won't take long. Okay, I'll go ahead and close this video out. That's all done. Just waiting, just a little bit soft. We'll take those forms off, coat a sealer, and it's all done. You can see just a shade difference in sealed and not sealed. And here's the approach where it meets the driveway. Nice and inviting. Good crack control. Somebody rolls over these corners, we should be okay. Maybe we should have added one right here, but that might look a little busy. I kind of like what we did there. All the way down. Hey, remember that driveway where I wanted to pour it straight out? Yeah. Okay, and there's from the street. All right, first driveway of the year, one day, all done. See you tomorrow. Don't be late.